Embattled Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza can now breathe a sigh of relief after the Senate Special Committee probing her impeachment found that none of the 62 charges leveled against her by the County Assembly met the threshold for impeachment. As he tabled the report of the 11-member committee, Chairman and Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale stated that the County Assembly had failed to substantiate the allegations. However, the committee called for a speedy truce between the feuding parties. Speaking after the adjournment of the sitting, Mwangaza pledged to extend an olive branch to the County Assembly members. Chemutai Goin reports.
As members of the special committee tasked with investigating Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza over claims of nepotism and irregular appointments, abuse of office and gross violation of various laws amongst other charges, set foot in the Senate chamber after retreating to draft their report, many including the accused person waited with bated breath.
After the consideration and investigations, observations were made, conclusions were made. The charges, Mr. Speaker, none of them was proved.
An announcement that brought the embattled governor to tears, signifying the weight that had been lifted off her shoulders. Part of the observations made by the committee included that the governor had violated the law in reappointment of Rufus Miriti as the county secretary without seeking the approval of the county assembly, but that these two did not meet the constitutional threshold for impeachment.
Council of Governors must look into training of newly elected governors on various issues of capacity. I believe they need to be trained even on very basic provisions of a constitution, basic provisions of a law. They need to be taken through these courses because I believe elected leaders come from different backgrounds, Mr. Speaker. And some of the problems we see people getting themselves into is because of a misapprehension, misunderstanding, or just basic ignorance of the law.
The devolution committee of the Senate, on this one, they have failed the Senate. They stood back and watched as Meru crumpled.
The senators noting the toxic relationship between the executive and the assembly, which they said was threatening delivery of services within the county. Senators now want warring parties to enter into truce.
Umeponea chupu chupu, otherwise ungeona barabara kwenda nyumbani.
Kwa hivyo hapa hakuna mshindi. Walioshindwa ni kwamba wananchi wa Meru wameweza kukosa huduma kwa muda wa miezi minne sasa.
Be humbled by the calling of leadership. Kindly get in touch with the leaders of Meru. Sit down together within the confines of the law and try and work with them.
Senators also proposing the review of laws guiding the impeachment process, with the committee seeking to have Section 33 of the County Governments Act amended to allow the House debate the report of the special committee, whether or not charges have been proven.
And I would strongly recommend, Mr. Speaker, that this House looks into making a unified law that enables counties to have ward development fund.
Je, gavana anahitajika kufanya kazi kwa muda gani ili kuwa apewe impeachment ama mswada wa kumuondoa uletwe? Ningependa kusema kwamba mambo ya muda hayana shida, sababu hata siku ya kwanza unaweza fanya makosa ya jinai.
As Mwangaza exited the Senate chambers, accompanied by various supporters, the frown that had characterized the 2 days of interrogations had mutated into a smile.
To give thanks to the Senate, the Honorable House, kwa sababu wamefanya haki, haswa kwa mimi kiongozi.
The last 2 months, she has gone through very strenuous moments, and today, it's a winning day, it's a victorious day.
Mama akiwa na firmness na akisimama na sheria, anaonekana ni mtu mbaya. So let this be also a lesson to devolution.
The Senate's decision generating divergent views from Meru residents.
Nisikia MCA amemuingilia vibaya. Mimi hata kama wangerundia kura tena, mimi ningepigia Kawira Mwangaza kura tena.
Timu gavana wafanye kazi pamoja, na hata kama ni mimi kama uniheshimu hatuwezi fanya kazi pamoja.
Itaendelea mbele when we have a unity. Hata kama gavana amekuwa exonerated, it does not mean that she has won as a person.
Wacha tumpe hiyo mess 3 MCA wakiwezekana warundi tena wamtoe.
With the Senate Special Committee coming short of terming the allegations against Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza as a wild goose chase, it is back to work for the Meru Governor, who gets an early New Year gift. However, she will have the difficult task of initiating reconciliation measures if she is to deliver for the people of Meru. Chemutai, Goin, Citizen TV, Parliament Buildings.